All right, folks, it's a little crazy right now with the Tesla Model Y. It's the most popular car in the world. They have 0.99% financing on these things. And the problem with the popularity of it is if you want to be unique, it's very hard because Tesla offers very few options from the factory. But today I'm showing you a fully forged wheel from Atomic Wheels. They make custom fully forged wheels for the Model Y. And the one that I went with is a 19-inch wheel because everyone's worried about ride quality and also range and performance. So 0 to 60 times should drop just by putting this wheel on. We're also going to test the range of the vehicle. So this fully forged wheel, you can go on their website, I'll have it linked below with a discount code. This fully forged wheel only weighs like 19.6 pounds in comparison to 26 pounds for the factory Gemini 19-inch wheels that come on the Model Y. They make them for the Model 3, they make them for Rivians, whatever. They have a bunch of wheels that they make for EVs. All right, so now we're gonna get these things unboxed, show you what we got here. I have not seen them yet. I was waiting to open them so we could all do it together. Isn't that nice? Out of the box. Out of the box. Funny what you rediscover when you have a kid. You start getting flashbacks to sitting in front of the TV and remembering all the things we watched together as kids. Ooh, okay. Atomic Wheels. So we got some nice packaging here. Like, I love when they use this hard cardboard so you know when the UPS guy is just throwing it around that it's gonna be okay by the time it gets to you. Okay, so they even have foam. I've never seen, they have the foam edging around the edge of the wheel to keep it from scratching. Here's what I love about forged wheels. They are so light. And make sure that you stick around through the end of this video. I'm going to be giving a set of wheels away. So make sure you stay around through the end of the video. That way you know how to get entered into the giveaway. All right, stop wasting time. There it is. Clever girl. Clever girl. Oh my word. Wow, these are gorgeous. So satin gunmetal is what these are. Obviously incredibly lightweight, beautiful color. They offer a bunch of different colors. Dang. Atomic Wheels also offers custom-made rims for any design and spec vehicle that you may have, and this includes the bolt pattern and actual design of the wheel. So I will have that form linked below so you can see the designs you can pick from, and then they can apply that to any electric vehicle or car you own in general. I think it's really cool that they offer this service. Atomic Wheels also has different diameters ranging from 18 to 20 inches for the Model 3 and Y. And the best part is they designed the 18-inch wheels in a way that could be installed to the Model 3 and Y performance to get more comfort and range while clearing the larger brakes. And then on the inside of the wheel here, it has everything etched into exactly what they are and the measurements and everything like that. This also has a little bit more offset to it. So this is a 35 offset, whereas the factory is 45, I'm pretty sure. So an offset of 35 means the wheel will sit out this way further. So it's just gonna sit out more and it's gonna sit more flush with the fender liner there. So that's what that means. Now, sometimes we run into issues with the cost of forged wheels being $5,000 or $6,000. To address this issue, they have found the perfect solution. So Atomic Wheels offers premium fully forged wheels specifically for Teslas, and they're right around the $2,000 price point. Plus, with my discount code, it saves you an additional 10%. There's also 3 different types of technology. There's cast, flow form, and forged, and nearly all OEM wheels are cast. Cast technology involves pouring molten metal into a mold, and while this method is cost-effective and suitable for mass production, it typically results in heavier and less durable wheels. Flow form technology emerged as a significant advancement in wheel manufacturing. This method ingeniously combines casting and rolling to compress the wheel's rim, effectively creating a wheel that is lighter and stronger made by standard casting, but not quite as robust as light as forged wheels. Forged wheels is completely different. Using aerospace 6061 T6 aluminum, the heated solid aluminum is pressed under extremely high pressure, which changes its molecular structure, resulting in a much denser and stronger material. Once the basic shape of the wheel is forged, the rough form is refined using CNC machining. This step involves precise cutting tools controlled by computer programming to achieve the exact dimensions and intricate designs required for the wheel. So the benefits are it's lighter, it's stronger, and they have a ton of customization flexibility. And what I really appreciate about Atomic wheels is the fact that the way the economy is, how expensive cars are with interest rates, unless you're buying a Model Y right now, the interest rate is not real. But what I appreciate about them is they didn't sacrifice their quality. They stuck to their principles of making it a performance, lightweight wheel specifically designed for the Tesla Model Y, and they didn't cut any corners and offered you a wheel at a fair price. Some of these wheels get, you know, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, and I look at the wheel and I'm like, that's cool, I'm never going to buy it. So now we've covered some of the details of the wheel. We need to go get a tire mounted to this. I'm actually going to put the factory Continental Conti Sport RX on this thing because that's been our most efficient tire next to the Salem, and 0 to 60 wise, it's been the most consistent. So I want to put that factory tire. That way, if you have a car that has the factory 19-inch wheels, you can go ahead and you don't have to purchase another tire set. You can just get these and remount them and reuse your TPMS on that as well. So let's head over to Wheel Specialist and get these mounted and balanced. Now for mounting and balancing my Atomic wheels, I took them to Wheel Specialists in Tempe, Arizona. The reason I took them is because of the care they take of rims when mounting and balancing them. As you can see here, they actually wrap the edge of the wheel in plastic to make sure there's no scratching that happens when putting the tire on. A lot of other shops will use lube here and that works fine too, but this is just an extra step to make sure everything goes on perfectly and there's no scratching on your brand new wheels. In addition to that, they do what is called road force balancing. And what that means is they take the low point of the wheel and the high point of the tire and match those two up. Just as you can see here, where they put a mark on the tire and then a mark on the wheel, and then they match those 2 points up to give you the most true roll possible with the tire and wheel setup. In addition, the weights that they use are generally color matched to the wheel that you are putting onto your car. So if you have a black wheel, they'll use black weights. If you have a silver wheel, they'll use silver weights. And the weights are much smaller than other shops that uses those cheap silver ones. And the other thing is it leaves adhesive on your rim when they need to remount them. Wheel Specialists will make sure the surface is cleaned and then they will mount the weight. So I just really appreciate the detail that they go into, and I wanted to come here to get the Atomic wheels mounted. And this is not in any way sponsored by Wheel Specialists. It's just the shop that I like to go to, and Tyler's recommended it from Dynamic Tint. Other shops, when they can't handle something with wheels, they are sent to Wheel Specialists. Even when something happens at Discount Tire that they can't handle, they all send it to Wheel Specialists, so I recommend these guys. The other thing that they pointed out to me here is the beading or the knurling that you can see on the rim here. It helps keep the tire in place and from slipping under heavy acceleration or braking if you're going to a track day or something like that. So what Atomic wheels did, and they didn't tell me this, but the guy at the wheel shop did, he said they taped off that beading so they weren't painted over. A lot of companies would just paint over that and then the effectiveness of it is reduced. So the fact that Atomic wheels took the time to tape that off and make sure the beading was exposed to be gripping the tire and keeping it in place was a nice detail. Also, you can get TPMS on their website and it's well priced, but you don't have to get a new TPMS system if you're going to be switching wheels out. You can just use your current one. But if you are going to be swapping tire sets like in your garage, you're going to want to have a second TPMS set so you can actually see your tire pressure. That way you don't need to mount and rebalance the wheel every time you want to swap wheels out. Maybe this is your summer tire set and you have a winter tire set. It's probably best to just have 2 sets of TPMS, and you can get that right on their website. So now that these wheels are mounted and balanced, let's see how they look. All right, everything's mounted and balanced, and boom, here we go. So again, 19-inch wheels, fully forged. They look incredible on the car, and I just got done with some efficiency testing. So what I got from my test, I did 3 runs up the highway. There's a little bit of wind, but I did 3 runs, 274 watt-hours per mile, which in my Model Y translates to 270 miles of range. In comparison, the best I got in my testing with wheel covers on with this was 283 miles of range. Also, for 0 to 60 time, I was able to match the lowest time I've ever gotten at 4.18 seconds, again with the stock wheels. You're getting the same acceleration times, but slightly less on efficiency, but the looks are just significantly better. And as far as the offset goes, it doesn't stick outside of the fender wall. And that's what you want. You don't want it to stick beyond that, but it just looks really flush, and they did a nice job with the offset on these. And then again, just the overall look. Even my wife, who does not care at all what wheels are on the car, she was looking at it the other day and she said these wheels look incredible. And I agree, especially from this angle right here. This is what I love, just the straight on. The brakes are big enough on the Teslas that it actually has, like, it's filled back there. So that looks good, and my brake calipers are painted black. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm really excited about the quality, not only the quality of these, but the cost. So with my code, they're around like $1,800, I think. I think that's a really good value. If you're looking for something built specifically for the Model Y, a fully forged wheel, I don't know that there's a better value out there. So really pumped. Atomic Wheels reached out and I found them. I love the way these look. If you don't like this color, if you want a custom color, they can do all of that. But the performance is there in the testing that I did, and the looks are obviously way better than a stock wheel. Now, the other thing as far as driving with forged wheels, you're gonna feel it. Now, I've seen people say that cars can feel up to 4 times lighter depending on like how much weight you saved in the wheels. These feel very light. The steering just feels more responsive. The turn-in is a little bit quicker because the wheels, just less mass to move. So that's probably the biggest thing you're going to feel. It's not placebo, I thought it was. It's a real thing. You will feel the steering is just more precise in your hands when you get a light forged wheel like this. So that feels really good as well. And the other thing you need to consider is, are you gonna be throwing high performance tires on these, or just go with the all seasons like I did with the Tesla all season tires? I kinda like that because I'm not gonna be taking this to the track, and with it being an electric vehicle, having a low center of gravity and good balance, you don't really need the high traction of a high performance summer tire. So I'm really impressed with Atomic Wheels. I love their pricing. I love that they're willing to give my subscribers a discount on top of their already good pricing. And whether you're watching this video in a month or a year from now, that discount code is still good. And that's what I try to do with companies that want to work with my channel, because I want to support people. I don't like to say, you buy right now. And yes, we are going to give some wheels away here shortly. I can't be giving wheels away every month. We can't bankrupt them. But I do appreciate that they will extend that discount. That's really nice. So yeah, the agility of the car is just increased when you get a fully forged wheel like this. In my opinion, it's like either stick with your factory wheels or get a fully forged wheel that is actually going to have some functionality to it. Because yeah, there's cheaper wheels that you can get out there that are just cast or flow form forged. I feel like go all in on fully forged or just stick with factory. That's my opinion. Because a lot of the cheaper wheels can actually crack under certain conditions if you're really pushing it in the canyons. It's just not, the wheels and tires, like the last thing I'd want to cut corners on. So that's why I'm confident in getting something like this. Now at the beginning of the video, there's a vulture there. Looking to wipe me out. At the beginning of the video, I said we're gonna be giving these wheels away. So I'm gonna be giving this set of wheels away. All you need to do is make sure you like this video, and then you need to go over to Instagram and like this post right here on their page, give Atomic Wheels a follow, and leave a comment on there. We will be picking one of you from the comments, and then I will ship these wheels out to whoever we randomly pick in the comments of this post right here. So that's all you have to do. We're making it very simple. Just give them a follow, give them some love over on Instagram, and then we will pick one of you that is following, comments, and likes on the post that I'm showing you right here. I'll even have it linked in the description. That way it's easy for you to get there. So it's as simple as that. So I hope you liked this video, but I do have 70,000 miles on my Tesla Model Y, and I just posted that video, and you can click it right here.